All right. Some good and, well, worse news about this. So we got the hood up. And now the door is kind of open. Oh, it's a mess in there. There's my little bush. I moved the shifter the other day, so it does go in and out of gear, but when I moved it a little too hard for reverse, the floor snapped in half. Gonna have to look at that. I've yet to really peek up in it to see how bad the rot is, but that's beside the point right now. At the moment, this engine is stuck hard as a brick, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is part of the reason. I took this off. Would you look at that? It is crusty and gooey. So here in a second, I'm going to try and at least get those push rods loosened up and see if I can turn a little underneath. And if I do, I'll just start working all that way. You know, take off the whole rocker arm assembly, I guess. Start tapping them valves and get a vacuum cleaner out and make a day of it, you know. Because there's no point in fixing this little car if you can't get the engine going. Anywho, you can see more rust there at the firewall. That's a very strange place for rust, right at the heater core. Oh well. Since this is a USA car, it has the very strange dual circuit master cylinder, which I'm going to guess that's hard to get now. And air cleaner with the closure underneath. I guess you can't see it. Anyway, for summer and winter, my fancy Deuce to the air distributor, which actually the inside, that cap looks really great. There's your distributor down there. Look at that. That looks fantastic. Almost new. From 1982, whenever it was last ran. Put it back on there. There it is. The carburetor's a bit locked, but still, it's an old Solex. It reminds me of like a Solex 32 or 34 or something like that. PBIC. Many of you French car people know, you know, it's the standard on all this old stuff, but it's got a very strange top on it. Must have just been for this. The sportier versions in Europe got twin carbs, but since this is US, and I'm sure due to emissions, and probably they were kind of cheap too, you know, single Solex there. There's your fuel pump. Down there, that gaping hole, way down there is where the starter was. Took it out. Tried moving the flywheel a little bit, you know, with the screwdriver and pry bar, but just the slightest of wiggle, so I'm going to guess it's in the valve. There. So I'm going to set this little thing up here, and we'll see if I can capture the moment when I get these valves loosened. Because the combination of that and look at all of that. I'm guessing it needed an oil change anyway. It was running a little maybe hot. I don't know. Yeah, nasty. It's in sheets. Just comes right out. Okay. Alrighty, here goes nothing. So I would very much like to just take off these big bolts and get the whole rocker arm assembly out, and I could, but I'm going to take a wild guess and say that they are also the head bolts. So when you take off the rocker shaft assembly, the head's going to probably pop a little loose, and well, let's just see if I can get anywhere with this. Did I just break that? Oh no, it's just that tight. Oh, got that one loose. All right. Goal's going to be here, loosen up these push rods, and then see if I can turn the crank just a little bit. Amazingly enough, they're all coming off easy. Maybe it's not that stuck. We're on socket cam at the moment. Ah. Okay. Not too terrible. I know it looks just disgusting, and it is, but I wonder if I should go get a vacuum cleaner. Suck up all that crap before I move those rockers. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea, would it? Or better yet, bring a wrench up to undo the rockers. And it's good and loose. I'm gonna guess he never really adjusted the valves much, so that's gonna help me. The car only has about 89,000 miles on it. It claims that somebody went 4,000 miles on this oil, so that's in it. Yeah. Okay. Hang on here. Let's get a wrench. So, could not find my special push rod nut wrench thingy. I'm going to have to do this. This is going to be a mess. It's also not going to work. They're on there pretty tight. Okay. Try this again. This time I had to get out Mr. Flamey. Of course it's all going to burn. It's going to heat up a little bit. She's a sizzling. Oh, we got it. There's one. Oh, it's so tight. It's not stripped or anything, it's just super, super tight. Look at that baby go. Oh, the rocker's moving, so where's that? What is that sizzling? Oh, it's a mixture of rust and oil. A winning combination. Okay, that one's not stuck. Alright. I'm going to fast forward through the rest of this, and I'm going to speed up the rest of this, so yeah. That was locked hard as a drum. Okay. Uh-oh. No, I gotta heat that one. What happened? Will it turn? Look how chewed up those teeth are. Well, anyway, let it turn a little. No. No, it will not. Crap. Notice it uses exposed U-joints there. Supposedly they only last about 10,000 miles till they fall apart. There's disc brakes in the front, drum in the rear, which still advanced for 71. That'd be a little Fend oil pan. This right here is the water pump, I believe. It could be frozen. Alright, well, back up top here. Of course nothing moved. Now the push rods are loose, but the crank has not changed at all. It's still tight as a drum. So that means either the lifters themselves, which should be solid, I guess, are stuck under bores, and or the rings are stuck, just in general. Now I have kerosene soaking in the cylinders. I can get the plugs out. Need to work on the others while I'm here. I'll be off camera. That's not exciting. So I'm at a standstill right now. This is one of those things. It's been sitting since the 80s, so a few more days aren't going to hurt it. I'd rather let it sit than shatter something in half, irreplaceable. this one even has an oil filter, which that's fancy apparently. A little teeny tiny radiator. Oh, that rust. Oh, there it goes. I'm inside the car now. Yeah, this is junk. Oh well. I could do worse for the price. Here, I'll take you around here. I'll show you how bad that floor is. My nice stump. I'm gonna leave that in there if I ever get going. The plan is with this, if we can get it running, is to clean it and fix all the rot and rust, the serious stuff like that, and drive it and not even paint it. Look at this. That's the shifter bracket. I don't know how far up in here the rot goes, but I do know I can wiggle the whole floor. So what's some good things about it? It has an AM radio, ooh, all transistor. It has a button on the dash that I don't know what it does. Maybe it's a block off button. I don't know. Oh no, no, it works. It does something. There you go. Here's something. It proves what it was. I don't know how all these leaves got in here, because it surely wasn't, they blew up from the floor. My guess is this thing was sat open one time. Oh man, look at that door hinge. I didn't notice that. Ugh. This is a dedication right here. And that shattered a window because somebody shot a hole through it. I'm guessing BB gun, like the headlights. 4-speed. I guess I better leave it in gear. I don't want it rolling away, right? Well, anybody taking this? Ugh. There's the manual. It fell apart when I got it out. See? Yeah. Okay. Well, I was foiled again today. Hit one of them all, I suppose. Go around and show you the rot. There's some down there. And over there. And still have the hubcaps, so that's something. The roof looks fine. I like the color it used to be. Now it's mainly moss and rust. Of course, the hood's rotten on the end. That dent is mainly in that fender, just a little bit, and pull it back out. It's not in the frame or anything. And this door is a very nice party feature. Watch this. Yeah, I can wait to get to that. Yep, didn't shut. Damn car. Yeah. The gas door is rotted open. Lovely touch. Ah, Simca. 12 open. And for what little it's worth, I just thought it'd be fitting. Got these 2 books here off that their internet auction site of all of our favorites for $10 shipped. There's one. What better to show these books on than in the engine? And this one, I don't know how accurate this is, or looky there. Apparently shocks fit from an Opel and a Toyota Celica. How about that? Got a lot of receipts in this book. I won't go into names or anything, but apparently somebody had a Simca in the late 70s. Look at all that. Oh, fancy. Alright, I need to Google these books. Well, folks, that's going to have to do it for the day. Didn't get anywhere, but hey, at least tried. Thanks for coming.